It's college baseball opening day ×2. Find a fire out there in the hog pen. Try and stay warm. After 10 innings in game one, the Washington State Cougars, Arkansas Razorbacks ready to get back after it with 9 more innings straight ahead. It's one of the better atmospheres in college baseball, and as Matt Hopp said, they did a really nice job with him. He was backing up Trey Yesavage. In other words, Root was the number 2 starter. Yesavage was number 1. He was a first-round pick. First choice, but we've warmed up as well to 48. Speaking of ground balls, there's one, but Anderson was in no man's land, and Root will take it himself, and that's a good thing. It was his play or nobody. And strikes. Another ground ball. This one will sneak through for a base hit. So Jonah Scholl, not wasting any time, getting his first base hit of the season.
Into the netting right above the Razorback bullpen.
What a front door breaking ball.
Boy, just locked him up right there. Really fooled Longo right there.
And then he comes back with a fastball over the inside corner at 95. That's some pitching out of the gate. Finished with those 14 home runs. Great time in the Cape, and he's going to wear that one off his elbow. His brother, though. Hard hit off the glove of Northrup at third. It's going to trickle slowly all the way to the corner. Fayetteville around third. He's going to be waved in. He's going to score all the way from first on what I would imagine will be an E5, and Arkansas gets a run in the first inning of game 2. Difference between Arkansas and Australia. That wasn't handled by Thine. It's going to kick away, and Pepe is going to advance to third base. Bouncer to second. This will produce a run. Obenauer makes the play. Pepe will score. That wild pitch enables Arkansas to get a second run, and that's the second RBI for Iredale. Smokes a ball to left, down into the corner, and that ball is going to short hop the fence. How about that swing? 107 off the bat, and the one thing DVH has said about Aloy, when it comes to the metrics, there may not be anybody who hits the ball harder, more consistently.
Most college teams do. They really kind of sacrifice quite a bit.
Wave and a miss, and down goes Helfrich to end the first inning. Fastball for strike 3. Good pitch for strike 3. Lifted to center. Watterson started back, comes in, and the ball's going to drop. And Thomas isn't going to stop, and he's going to get himself a double out of that.
We've been bragging on Watterson all day long, and he just had a misread on that one.
With 3 Ks in his college debut. Puts this one in play. See if this one might drop. Again, the wind's causing all kinds of problems, but Pepe handled that without too many issues.
Slider, you know, it's got probably that 3-inch break. Wow.
Strike 3.
He's got a little fire in him now, does Zach Root.
All 5 of his strikeouts have been caught looking.
A little bit sweeping, but it's a little different.
Gavin Roy jumps on the first pitch. Thomas Jr. a long run, sliding grab, he makes the catch.
Perfect execution of the play right here. He knows where he is, slides to protect himself.
Great play by Thomas Jr.
A superstition of that number?
I was trying to see. Nick Lewis's hat looks pretty.
Talent to compete against. That ball smoked high in the air, deep left center field, back to the wall. It's off the top of the wall, but it stays in play. Iredale thinks he's got a home run. He's jogging to second base. It's going to be a double that missed by an eyelash of being a home run. DVH says it should be a long ball.
It looked like that ball hit over on the yellow line.
Well, this is Zapruder-like.
Oh yeah, hit right off the base of that green railing on the bottom. I mean, that cleared the fence by quite a ways. Look at the fans. The fans are already yelling. It's almost like it hit off the concrete below that, didn't it?
I don't know.
Because you don't see the fence move. That's a
isn't
home
that
run.
fence quite a bit behind?
Oh
that
yeah,
yellow line?
it's got to be like 4 or 5 feet.
After the review, the ball hits the top of the wall, leaving the runner at second base.
Okay. Off the very end of the bat, and that was a big replay then, not to give Iredale a home run and to leave it as a double because Arkansas does not score either of the runners.
You can get off in a hurry.
Well, Jonah Scholl has both of the hits for the Cougars. Couple of singles.
That is just
Struck out back in the first. Lefty-lefty, and that one clipped him.
pitch if he doesn't feel comfortable with it.
Ground ball to short. Can Arkansas get two? One Hawaiian to Kojol, back to first. Not in time. Don't have. Well, Arkansas's got to get another chance. Another ball not hit hard. Can they get two? They cannot, and the throw goes over near the dugout. It'll score a run. Scholl comes across, and Root got two ground balls, Troy, but neither one was hit very hard. Then 5 innings might be problematic today. Ball lifted to left off the bat of Wise, and Thomas Jr. there. Boy, that ball really all the way to the fence.
Wow.
Wise just about got one out of here, but Arkansas gets the final out of the inning. Cougars. That ball blistered in the gap to right center field. It's going to be down for a base hit. Koshel's not going to stop. He's going to test the arm. I love that aggressiveness, and that's a double.
I'm pretty shocked by the lack of ability of guys to be able to throw people out the plate.
Hit him where they aim. Davidon with a slow roller into right center field. Koshel will turn third and score. It's a 3-1 Razorback lead.
Ball ricochets off his glove because the base runner's kind of, blocking access to that baseball for the first base. It's not a legal move, but it was just a great
193.
Pitched a couple of seasons in the JUCO ranks in California. Los Medranos, he walks the first man that he faces, and now the Beer Hats come out. The Beer Hats didn't even get any action until the 10th inning. Ground ball, hard hit, base hit. Iredale's going to pick up a couple of runs batted in. Davidon will score, Aloy will score. And Arkansas has found a little offense to the tune of 5 runs. Hutzin's on ready. Here it comes. Ball 4, and the inning will continue. Force at every base. Helfrich in the air to right. Back goes Johnstone, circling around this baseball, slides, and he can't make the play. This is going to clear the bases, and Helfrich is going to motor all the way to third with a 3-run triple. And Johnstone did everything he could except catch the baseball with that slide, and the ball dropped fair, and Helfrich just kept on running. Bounced to third on a pretty good play to start the frame. Little flare out towards left, but Roy will track it down, and Anderson does make a couple of outs, but Arkansas has a big frame for start 1.
Here's something interesting. There's nobody warming in the bullpen for Arkansas. Now
and there's a wave and a miss. So Northrup down on strikes. We were talking about go 80 pitches. I mean, right now he's at 69. He does get the strikeout. Payoff pitch, wave and a miss. That was a beauty. Curve again, right?
Yeah, look.
Between our producer and our director, I went looking for Captain Caden at about next weekend. Oh, my goodness. That get him on the top of the hand?
That's the second time Aloy's been hit.
The Hogs? Oh, goodness. Rocco Pepe took one in the back. And Arkansas scored a run without a hit this inning. 2 hit batters, 2 walks. Bases full of Razorbacks in the 2-2 pitch. Cut on and missed. And that will end the 5th inning. Introduce you to another new Razorback, Aiden Jimenez, and a young man who came out of Oregon State, California native. He had Tommy John surgery, Troy, last February.
Wow, that's a really quick return. That's somebody that worked really hard to get back. He is exactly where I want it, out of the zone.
Ball hit high in the air to deep right field. Pepe going back. Now he comes racing in, and the ball is going to drop, and Johnstone's going to get a double. He hit a ball to a similar spot for a homer in game 1. I think Griffin Myers. Bouncer to first, and it nearly took the ear off Anderson. And it's going to produce a run, and Johnstone, who got the double that dropped, will score when Myers hit one by Anderson. And I think that chop it to third. Picked by Iredale. Arkansas trying to go around the horn, and they will for the double play to end the 6th. So the baseball gods felt like Jimenez had thrown enough pitches to get 3 outs in that 6th. Troy, if he catches all 18 innings today, would he get to sit tomorrow, or is it early enough in the year where you just run
a line drive over his head?
That ball drilled to right, down into the corner. Does it have a chance? It hit the fence. Arkansas has had a few that have just missed being long balls. It's going to be a double for Kojal, and Arkansas's runners at second and third. Pitch is high, and that is ball 4. So the bases are loaded again. 1 out here in the 6th inning. Scored to run that frame, but 1 for 4. Updating, 2 for 5 as he singles into right. Arkansas will score a run. They'll score 2. The ball was bobbled by Kennel, and that will allow an extra base with Thomas going to third, and Arkansas has put 11 on the board. Hard hit, but on the ground to Thielitz short. They're going to get 1 and maybe a double play. Indeed. 6-4-3 DP ends today, so a new catcher, Becker, new pitcher, Tate McGuire out of the Kansas City area.
Out of Liberty is McGuire.
How about that pitch on the corner for strike 3?
That's picture perfect.
Cold night in Fayetteville under very sparse conditions. Makes his collegiate debut in the box. How about that play from Malloy, but the throw is going to pull the big first baseman Anderson off the bag. And played a lot in Nebraska. Looked cold. Ground ball to short, could be 2. There's 1, back to first. Double play. See, it was bringing Carson Bowles into right field that changed the entire momentum of that sequence.
Pop your spine after that one. That's a hit.
Flare to center, and that's a base hit for Bowles. Driven in a run with a bases loaded walk at a 2-run single. Lines 1 to left for a base hit.
Before that at bat, he was hitting 429. I know it's only after in game 2, but
hitters count for Aloy. That ball lifted a mile in the air to left field. Back to the fence, and it's gonna go. How about a 3-run moonshot for Cahill Aloy? Aloha does indeed mean goodbye, and it also ends the game on a run rule. And Arkansas is going to sweep the doubleheader on opening day. They couldn't hit a homer all game until the final swing from Cahill.
Just an absolute moonshot by Cahill Aloy. How about 110 exit velocity? Exit angle 31 degrees. That was straight up the chute.
I guess you call this a walk-off, Troy. They were a pair today. It was hit so high, I wasn't sure when it was going to land or if it was going to land.
Talk about having some backspin on that baseball.
It certainly sounded good, and this thing's going to end up beyond the bullpen.
Yeah, almost up the top back rows of the seats out there in left field.
Must feel good for Cahill Aloy and Bowles to be able to have some fun in that last inning, and Arkansas ends it with the W.